Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Awesome Finds. Now, just like the last couple episodes, all these records I'm showcasing came from thrift stores, so I should probably start calling this Awesome Thrift Store Finds, right? Anyway, so these first two records came from a Goodwill, and I got Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Greatest Hits Volume 2. I'm not too keen on getting Greatest Hits. However, I don't have any Smokey Robinson, and I thought, well, this is a great way to kick it off. Up next, I got Madness Complete. Oddly enough, no Our House on here. It's a gatefold cover, and I believe it's a UK import. I am a fan of Madness, and I thought, for $2, why not? Okay, so the rest of the records came from one thrift store that I usually don't hit up for whatever reason. I think it'd probably been a year since I'd last been in there, and I don't think anybody really looks through all this stuff. I mean, look at the mess that all these records are in, and it kills me to see them stacked up on top of each other like this. But there's all kinds of stuff in here. 8 tracks, reel-to-reel, cassettes, 78s. So I couldn't help but go through the whole stack. I went through every single record and I picked out my favorites. And so without further ado, let's start with some of the more funny records, which is Dap Sugar Willie from North Philly. It's a promo edition, which I doubt raises the value. Now this is pretty cool. It's a stereo demonstration album, and it's on gold yellow vinyl, and it's got this cutout, and I just couldn't pass it up. I do collect stereo records. In fact, I did do an episode on a stereo demonstration disc, and you should check that out. I just love the idea that stereo was this amazing thing that people wanted to demonstrate how cool it was to their friends. And I don't think stuff like this will be made again, but who knows? I could be incredibly wrong. Next up, we have one of my favorite Artie Shaw albums. I actually did an episode on this one as well. I have 2 other copies, and I think this one is going to be the one I'm going to keep. I got a Peggy Lee album. This isn't in the best shape, but I don't have too much of her, and I just adore her voice. It's so great. And I listened to this album already, and it's fantastic. I love it. I don't often come by her, so I pick her up when I can. It was a good price. Next, I got a 10-inch, and if you guys know me, you know that I love 10-inch albums. And this is Tony Martin, and I just thought, what a friendly guy. However, I did find it interesting. The sleeve it's basically the same material as like a 45 picture sleeve. So it's probably a real early 10-inch. I get the impression with 78 collecting is that there's a few that are just priceless, and the rest are really common and almost worth nothing. So I get excited whenever I see a 78 on a label I don't know. Speaking of which, I picked up on Supreme Records, Buddy Tate. One's kind of a bluesy jazz number, the other one's more of a swinging jazz number, and man, it's so good. I also got, this is John Hardy, again, another jazz record. Then I got Choker Campbell and his Bachelors of Rhythm. This is on Lucky Records. This is a special advance copy. I just love the label design. I mean, I've never even heard of it. And you try to look this up and there's no price for it. They don't even have, they have Choker Campbell listed, but they don't have him on Lucky. So this is one of those things where it's exciting, but then at the same time frustrating, because you're like, is it a gem? Is it common? I don't know. And finally, on Atlantic Records, which I just love the look of this label. It's very different than their 45 labels. It's Frank Coleslaw Cully and his band, and this is just another fantastic record. That'll do it for this week. Thanks again for watching. Let me know if you collect 78s and what you thought of what I got this week. Until next time, I'm your Vinyl Geek, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.